Good morning. I am Dr.S.Mangala Lavanya, Assistant Professor in Maths, Department of Commerce, SFR College. Today we are going to see the topic, some basic concepts of probability. Definition. Probability is a measure of likelihood of an event to occur. Many events cannot be predicted with total certainty. We can predict only the chance of an event to occur, that is, how likely they are going to happen using it. Probability can range from 0 to 1, where 0 means the event to be impossible one and 1 indicates a certain event. For example, when we toss a coin, either we get a head or tail. Only two possible outcomes are possible, that is HT. But when two coins are tossed, then there will be four possible outcomes, that is head tail, tail head and tail tail. Probability of any event, that is P of E, is equal to number of favorable outcomes by divided by total number of outcomes. Experiment. A trial conducted to produce an outcome is called an experiment. Sample space. All the possible outcomes of an experiment together constitute a sample space. For example, the sample space of tossing a coin is H, T. Favorable outcomes, an event that has produced the desired results or expected event, is called a favorable outcome. For example, when we roll two dice, the favorable outcomes of getting the sum of the number in two dice as 4 is, that is 1, 3, 2, 2 and 3, 1. The next one is random experiment. An experiment that has a well-defined set of outcomes is called a random experiment. That is, when tossing a coin, we know that we would get a head or tail, but we are not sure that which one will appear. The next one is trial. A trial denotes doing a random experiment. The next definition is event. The total number of outcomes of a random experiment is called an event. Two events are said to be independent if one occurrence of the event does not affect the other one. The next one is equally likely event. The two events are equally likely when the possible occurrence of each events are equally likely. That is, for example, when we toss a coin, there are two chances of getting a head or tail. The next definition is exhaustive events. When the set of all outcomes of an event is equal to the sample space, we call it as an exhaustive event. The next one is mutually exclusive. Events that cannot happen simultaneously are called mutually exclusive events. For example, the climate can be either hot or cold. We cannot experience the same weather simultaneously. Some of the examples. What is the probability of getting a sum of 7 when two dice are thrown? That is, when two dice are thrown, the sample set has 36 possibilities. That is, n of s is equal to 36. For getting the sum 7, the favorable chances is 1, 6, 6, 1, 2, 5, 5, 2, 3, 4 and 4, 3. There are 6 possible ways. Therefore, for getting the sum 7, that is P of A, is equal to 6 divided by 36, which is equal to 1 by 6. The next example is, there are 5 green and 7 red balls. 2 balls are selected one by one without replacement. Find the probability that the first is green and the second is red. Here, the probability of getting a green and probability of getting a red are both events. The both events are independent. Then, probability of G intersection R is equal to P of G into P of R, which is equal to probability of getting G is equal to 5 by 12 and probability of getting R is equal to 7 by 11. The answer is 35 by 132. Here G and R are independent events. These are some examples. Thank you.